Chapter 2 The Dark Wanderer.
Though he wrestled with Diablo's influence, Hayden was slowly driven to fulfill the demon's overriding purpose, freeing the other primes. As Hayden traveled through the rogue monastery, the base of operations for the order known as the Sisters of the Sightless Eye, Diablo's possessing spirit conjured vicious demons who drove the monastery inhabitants from their home. Marius, an old vagrant who had taken refuge in the monastery, found himself miraculously unarmed during the attacks. Unsure if the horrors he had witnessed were tricks of his opium-addled mind, Marius followed Aidan, who he referred to as the Dark Wanderer. A group of heroes driven to expunge the darkness gathered in a small encampment constructed by the surviving rogues. Among them, a barbarian from Mount Ariat, an Amazon from the Scovos Isles, paladin of the Zakarum faith, a sorceress from Kyrgyzstan, and a necromancer from the eastern jungles. After rescuing Deckard Cain from demonic imprisonment, the heroes cleansed the infested monastery under his guidance, but they were too late to catch Aidan. Accompanied by Marius, Aidan had traveled to an eastern tomb where the great Kuradrim, Tal Rasha, once sacrificed himself, thrusting the Ember Soulstone into his chest to imprison Baal, Lord of Destruction. Inside the tomb, the Archangel Tyrio clashed with Aidan. Meanwhile, Baal managed to free himself by tricking Marius into removing the Ember Soulstone from Tal Rasha's withered body. Aidan and Baal overpowered Tyrio and imprisoned him within the tomb, but not before the Archangel commanded a whimpering Marius to take the shard of Baal's soulstone into the burning hells and destroy it, an act which would banish the Lord of Destruction or any primeval from Sanctuary. By the time the heroes arrived at the tomb, Marius and the primevals had gone. The champions quickly liberated Tyrio, who urged them to follow Marius' path and ensure the success of his desperate venture. Humanity's heroes pursue Baal and Aidan towards Travincal, holy site of the Zakarum religion, where the evils freed their brother Mephisto from his prison. United once again, the Primes put their plan to dominate humanity into action. Diablo cast off Aidan's mortal flesh and traveled through a portal to rally Hell's Legion, while Mephisto remained on Sanctuary to ensure none interfere with his brother. When the heroes arrived in Travincal, they were forced to battle not only Mephisto, but also the corrupt luminaries of Zakarum. After a vicious confrontation that rattled the very stones of Mephisto's lair, humanity's champions cast down the Lord of Hatred and carries his soulstone through the portal to Hell. Deep inside the Hells, the heroes shattered Mephisto's soulstone upon the anvil of annihilation, then tracked Diablo to an unholy cathedral, scored by ages of lava and rivers of blood. It was on this battleground that the heroes clashed with the Lord of Terror, pitting all of their valor and might against his timeless malevolence. At long last Diablo was bested, his crimson soulstone sundered in the heart of hell. Meanwhile, Baal had traveled north on a mission to corrupt the Worldstone, turning all mankind to the side of evil. First, the Lord of Destruction plotted to avoid the fate of his brother. He tracked down Marius, who, gripped with fear and unable to destroy the Emperor's soulstone, had sought refuge in an asylum. Disguised, Baal fooled Marius into giving up the soulstone, then cruelly ending his life.
Stay tuned for Chapter 3.